This is a story called The Miracle Worker. Hannah is an 8-year-old who has severe autism. Her parents can't do anything with her without her flying into a rage, so they let her do what she wants. They don't really communicate with her. They just leave her in her room except at meal times, when she goes around the table grabbing food off everyone's plates. Her family just leave her to it. They give her whatever she wants just to keep her quiet. One day Hannah's parents decided to hire a nanny to take care of Hannah because they were too busy running their businesses. When the new nanny arrives, she is shown to her room and introduced to the family. That first night, at tea time, Hannah went around the table grabbing food off everyone's plates. However, when she got to her nanny's plate, she tried to grab her food, but Nancy, her nanny, grabbed her and forced her to sit down. Hannah got up again and tried to grab Nanny Nancy's food again. As you can imagine, Nanny Nancy was having none of it. Hannah got up again and tried to grab Nanny Nancy's food again. Nanny Nancy was having none of it. Hannah got out of her seat and tried to grab food off Nanny Nancy's plate again. Once again, Nanny Nancy made her sit down in her seat. This time she said, "Hannah, you are not to grab food off my plate. You have your own plate of food, so please eat it." Hannah became very frustrated and she kicked off. Her dad said, if you had have just let Hannah do what she wanted to do, then she wouldn't have flown into this rage. You hired me to look after and help her. How am I supposed to do that if I allow her to behave this way? Nanny Nancy said to Hannah's dad. She's used to getting her own way, said Hannah's dad, Neil. I'm not willing to give her her own way all the time. I'm here to help her, and that's what I intend to do, said Nancy. Okay, if you think you can help her and change how she behaves, then you really must be a miracle worker, laughed Neil. I don't see what's funny. You have allowed Hannah to behave how she likes, and I'm not willing to allow it to go on. While she's in my care, she will do as I say and not as she pleases, said Nanny Nancy. Nancy, I do apologise. It's just easier to let her do as she pleases because she's completely useless and helpless, stated Neil. She's not useless or hopeless. She just needs to be taught right from wrong, Nancy told Neil. Well, if you think that you can help her, then you go ahead and try. Just don't come crying to me when it doesn't work, Neil said to Nancy. Okay, answered Nancy. The following day, Hannah was given her breakfast, and once again she started going round the table grabbing food off everyone's plates. Nanny Nancy grabbed her and made her sit down, but she got up again and tried to grab food off Nanny Nancy's plate. Nanny Nancy made her sit down again, but she got up again. When Nanny Nancy sat her down again, she climbed under the table and Nanny Nancy had to pull her out. Hannah, this behaviour is not acceptable. Now sit in your seat at once, Nanny Nancy told Hannah. Nancy could see that Hannah understood what she was saying to her, but she was so used to being able to behave badly she wasn't taking any notice. However, another night at tea time, Hannah got out of her seat once. When Nanny Nancy sat her down, she stayed sat down and she actually didn't attempt to get up again. No one could believe it. Nanny Nancy decided that the next step was to teach Hannah how to communicate. She started teaching her to use sign language. It didn't take long for Hannah to start using signs all the time. One day Hannah was in the garden with Nanny Nancy and it started to rain, and Hannah said, "Rain." "Yes, rain. Say that word again, please." Say that word again, Hannah, please. asked Nanny Nancy. Rain, said Hannah. That's right, Hannah, it is rain, and rain is water. Can you say water, Hannah? Nanny Nancy asked Hannah. Water, said Hannah. Nanny Nancy couldn't believe it. She took Hannah inside to Neil and said, Hannah, what's in this tap? Can you tell us what's in this tap, Hannah? Asked Nanny Nancy. Water, answered Hannah. Yes, water. That's right, said Nanny Nancy. Then Hannah said, rain, water, water, tap. Yes, that's right, Hannah, said Nanny Nancy. Neil couldn't believe it. Wow, you really are a miracle worker, aren't you, Nancy, said Neil. Yes, I guess I must be, said Nancy. Then they both laughed. After that day, Hannah came on in leaps and bounds. Both her speech and her behaviour improved a great deal. Within no time she was speaking in full sentences. A few months later she started attending a special school where it was discovered that she was very intelligent. So intelligent that she was able to go to a mainstream school. At first she only went 2 days a week, then after a few months she started going every day. She's still at school and she's doing really well. She doesn't know what she wants to do when she leaves. The end. Thank you.